thoughts on rumors of Marvel, that being Marvel Studios, wanting to do street-level Spider-Man 4, while Sony wants to bring Tobey and Andrew back and do another multiverse story. So this is another one of these rumors from leaker-type people over this last week. It was reliable enough. It wasn't like Reddit crap. Like, there's actual some validity. People that have sources have been right in the past reporting there's a clash between Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, and Sony, where Sony, they looked at that money that they made from No Way Home and they went, that's what we want to do again. Let's do multiverse. Let's bring all the Spider-Men in. Let's do that. And then on the other hand, on the other side of things, Kevin Feige, Marvel Studios are like, no, like we did that. Let's bring it back to street level. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So what are my thoughts on all of that in general? My thoughts on what I want from Spider-Man 4 and the future of Tom Holland Spider-Man, it's well documented. I've been saying this a long time. I want friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I want a straight Spider-Man story without anything to prop Tom Holland up. We started it off with him in Civil War, so a gigantic team-up movie. Then we put Iron Man in his movie, and we sent him to Washington, D.C., and then we sent him into space in Avengers. Then we sent him to Europe with Nick Fury, and then we had a multiverse story with him and all of our other Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. Tom Holland has never gotten his own standalone, classic, traditional Spider-Man movie. I understand why when they first launched Tom Holland, 2016, 2017, they didn't want to do what they'd already done with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. They didn't want to have that same imagery of him swinging through the Big Apple, standing on top of the Empire State Building. Like, let's do something different. Let's have a different flavor. We need to stand out. We've already done that a little bit too much. Got it. But we've already done Tom Holland, Washington, D.C., Europe, multiverse, and space. It's time. It'll have been 10 years we've been in this by the time we get this next movie. Let's do traditional Spider-Man, Big Apple, swinging from skyscrapers. I don't need prominent members of the MCU being this important character in it. Let him have his own movie, street level. I desperately do not want another multiverse Spider-Man movie. First off, we have an entire Spider-Man franchise that's just multiverse. And it's great. It's killing it. Let it be. We've got the Spider-Verse films. Awesome. We have No Way Home. And the reason it was so cool is because it was an event. It was special. It was something we'd never seen before. And it was, even compared to other multiverse projects, none of them are the same as Spider-Man No Way Home, and it should stay that way. If Tobey and Andrew show up in Secret Wars, cool, because Secret Wars is an event. It should be special. It should feel like, wow, we're seeing them again, and oh, we got Wolverine over there and Deadpool, and that's what it should be. Special, an event. And when you take what made No Way Home special an event, which was not the script, it was not the plot, it's that they pulled off multiverse in a way that felt like it honored all of these versions. It made them better. It made us love them more. It was so satisfying because the most important thing about that movie worked, and it was special. It stood out. It was an event, and it needs to stay an event. So don't try and out Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home. Don't just try and milk that to death, which Sony loves to do that. That's why we're getting Madam Web and Kraven and all these other movies. Like, what are we doing here? No. Do a street level Spider-Man story. And I'd be, if you want to expand the world a little, do kind of street level, maybe bring Venom into it. Do a symbiote stuff, Tom Hardy, maybe do something like that. If it's very Spider-Man centric, that's where you can do a crossover team up movie. And it's still Spider-Man centric because Venom is a Spider-Man character. So that could work. But let's do classic Spider-Man stuff with Tom Holland finally. That is what I want. Hold off on the multiverse. Hold off on Tobey and Andrew until like Secret Wars. That's supposed to be an event. And just tell a good smaller Spider-Man story. That is very much what I want. I'm going to be at Megacon this next week, all 4 days, February 1st through the 4th in Orlando, Florida. I'm leading a bunch of different panels. One of them is on the terrifying state of horror movies with Cody Leach, Adam Does Movies, and some other people, where we're going to talk about what we're excited about in horror movies right now, the trends we're not so crazy about right now, all of that fun stuff. But we got a panel on comic book movies, talking about YouTube, hot takes, bunch of other fun stuff. So if you're anywhere on planet Earth or in the multiverse, you want to make it out to MegaCon this next week, February 1st through the 4th in Orlando, Florida. Details on the panels and everything are down below in the description.